guys, so my name is Shiefanny and with my partner later Daniel will explain about the cause and effect. So here's the first one, the language of cause and effect. First, how we determine the sentence that is contained of cause and effect is we must choose or emphasize between the cause or effect. And then we should link both sentence in one so it will become the cause and effect using the verb or conjunction. The difference is when we use verb, it is like a general case, but for conjunction, it's more like we emphasize on the specific situation. And here's the example. The top square above is about the example of using the cause and effect. Like example, because prices were high, the sales decreased. And because of the price high, sales decrease. And for the conjunction is as or since prices were high, sales decrease. And the last is owing to the price high, sales decrease. That's the difference and the use. And here's the example in the table that we should link between the effect and the cause that is linked or related. And the first I will read only one, that is the top one, cold winter in 1995, and the effect is increased demand for electricity and etc. And here is the example. Let's say that the question is already state the effect, that is reduced time to study. So the cause that probably happen is using a lot of social media. And this is the vice versa. Let's say that the question is already state its cause, that is low management in company. So what the effect that can be happen is maybe company can suffer from bankruptcy. And just like I said before, that the method is we can focus on the cause or focus on the effect. And here's the detailed example. For the verbs, we may use the coronavirus caused high unemployment. And the conjunction is because of coronavirus, there was high unemployment. So for the cause here, we are emphasized in the coronavirus. But let's see the focus on effect. The verb here is high unemployment was caused by coronavirus. And for the conjunction, the example is there was high unemployment because of the coronavirus. So the subject here that we focus is in the effect. It is about the high unemployment, like that. And here is the last example. Let's say that we should complete the paragraph below. For the first sentence, the second sentence that is need to fill is at its most extreme, this is shown by high rates of suicide in some companies. Apparently, we use conjunction here because of the stress. And then, surveys of both European and American employees have found that more than 50% were unhappy, often have, this is the verb, feeling of stagnation. Various theories have attempted to explain this situation. Employees in certain industries, such as car production, may feel stressed due to the industry-wide. This is the conjunction. So that's all my explanation, and later on my partner Daniel will explain it to you.
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel, and today I'm going to be continuing Shiefanny's presentation about cause and effect on essays. And yeah, firstly, I'm going to discuss about the exercise. I think Shiefanny missed some of the exercise parts. And yeah, so I'm going to be continuing. Let's start. Employees in certain industries, such as car production, may feel stressed due to industry-wide overcapacity, creating a sense of insecurity. Now we put due to because the sentence before the conjunction itself is the effect, and then we put due to after that. It continues with along with the cause sentence, which is industry-wide overcapacity. That's the cause. All right, let's move on. More generally, recession can lead to fear of unemployment or short-time working. Now we put lead to here because the cause is actually behind the conjunction. So after the conjunction, we put the effect sentence, and then yeah, it goes on like that. So I'm going to read the answer for you. In addition, the constant drive to cut costs and increase productivity causes a concern with meeting targets, which takes its toll on the workforce. Furthermore, many younger employees are now hired on short-term contracts, which creates an awareness that they could lose their jobs with little warning. So yeah, this is the exercise discussion. I hope you learned something from this. And yep, let's move on to the material. Now moving on to the cause and effect flowchart. Oh, let me move this first. All right. Moving on to cause and effect flowchart. This is actually similar with outlining. In fact, this flowchart is actually a part of the outlining session. Okay, and yeah, cause and effect flowchart is a tool that helps identify, sort, and display possible causes of a specific problem or quality characteristic. It graphically illustrates the relationship between a given outcome and all the factors that influence the outcome. Now, this this statement is actually for cause and effect diagram or flowchart in general, not for essays. Now, for essays, CNA flowchart helps you organize paragraphs. That is obvious because yeah, it's a part of the outlining that I think I have explained to you from the last video. And let's move on to okay. The benefits of using cause and effect flowchart or diagram in making an essay. Firstly, it helps you to create a cause and effect outline of a paragraph. Yes, as I mentioned before, it is actually a part of the outline. Now, it helps determine root causes, so you can identify the root of a problem really easily, and it's easy to read as well. Uses an orderly, easy to read format, and then it indicates possible causes of variation. Cause and effect flowchart. Okay, so I give you some examples here. The left hand side is a flowchart, and then on the right hand side it's called Ishikawa diagram or fishbone diagram because of the shape. As you can see, it resembles a fishbone. I don't know why. And yeah, it was invented by Kaoru Ishikawa. So the difference here is the flowchart describes or it shows multiple effects from one cause. As you can see, price of oil rises by 25%, and then you can determine the effects. And yeah, there are plenty of effects, 4 effects, and then it develops into another effect. And for the Ishikawa diagram, this is different. It is actually a diagram that determines the cause of one effect. As you can see, there are many causes from the arrow shape right or at the left hand side, and then it points out into one effect. So yeah, that's the difference. And people mostly use the flowchart for making essays. I don't know why, but it actually is pretty helpful to make this before you actually make essay, especially if you raise cause and effect topic on your essay. Now I've put this flowchart again, and I actually made a paragraph out of this flowchart. So as you can see on the bolded words, it's actually the conjunctions and the verbs to represent the cause and effect from a sentence. And yeah, you can read it by yourself because I'm not going to be reading all of this to you. But the point is, flowchart it actually helps you to make a better paragraph, organized. And yep, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.